Today we're going to prep this old wooden trim to be painted white to match some of the new trim that I'm going to be putting in the flooring. And the first thing that we need to do is clean this trim, and then we're going to wash it down with a water and vinegar mixture. And we're not going to sand it, we're just going to do that mixture to get it cleaned up. But first thing, it looks like I missed a couple of these screws that were from some of the old blinds that used to be here. So got to get all that removed. Then we're going to clean it and put that water and vinegar down, let that dry, and then we'll be able to paint it. Before, or I guess after we clean it, we'll fill some of these old nail holes that I assume some blinds used to be in. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and do that. First thing that I'm going to do before the water and vinegar mixture is just to wipe this trim down with a wet or a damp paper towel and to get any of the dust that might still be on it. You might normally be able to skip this step, but mine's pretty bad. I'd say it's probably a good idea that I didn't skip that step. So to do this water and vinegar mixture, I've got my 4-cup glass measuring cup. I'm going to do my 2 cups of water first. And this is just cold water. Into the bowl. Let's make sure we've got 2 cups of vinegar. I think we do. Yep. So it's just 1 part water to 1 part vinegar. And now I've just got my old ordinary sponge that I'm going to use to apply this. I've got my mixture here on my sponge. I'm going to rinse it out pretty good. I just want the sponge to be damp. I definitely want the solution in there, but I don't want it dripping all over the place. This is getting off a little bit more of that crud that the wet paper towel did not. Make sure to get all faces of this wood because you want it all to cure real nicely when you go to do your paint. This just ensures that the wood is real nice and clean, and it's going to bond to whatever surface you've got on here right now. Alrighty, I think I've got mine wiped down pretty well. So the next step is going to be to fill some of these holes that I've found, because those are going to stick out a lot more once this is painted. So first though, I'm going to let this dry, then I'll fill the holes, and then I'll bring you back. I'm going to tape all the way around the inside of this window. Not on the wall, because I'm going to paint the trim before I paint the wall. So I don't have to worry about the wall, which is nice. And I'm doing it in that order for a reason. But anyway, let's move on. Finally, time to get some paint on this now. I've let all the wood dry. It is now smooth to the touch. It feels clean. It doesn't feel dusty at all. And I've taped around inside the window. Like I said before, I'm going to paint these outside walls so I don't need to tape there. So that saves me a lot of time. And time to go ahead and start painting. It's going to be real important to get a nice thick coat on. This might take 2, since it's got a pretty smooth finish to it. It might need to get a good base coat on. So I'm going to go around first thing and get a good base on, and then I'll come back around and put on a nice thick coat. So as you can probably tell by now, this is going to take at least 2 real good thick coats, if not maybe 3. This wood is so old that it's just soaking this paint right up. I've got some other trim that I need to paint, so I'm going to go ahead and go and do that. I'll probably be back in 45 minutes or so. Hopefully this will be dry enough for the second coat, and hopefully that will be all that I have to do. So, be right back. Okay, already time for second coat. It is smooth to the touch, not even tacky anymore, so it dried really fast. Let's go ahead and get that second coat on and see how it looks. Alrighty, we've got coat number 2 on. Looks pretty good. It is going to need one more, I think, to really pull it all together. But all in all, this window is going to look much different than it used to. So stay tuned and we'll do number 3 soon. Okay, it's been about another hour and it's once again dry to the touch. So I'm going to go ahead and put this third coat on, and that should do it for this window. This third coat's going on really nice and thick. This is going to be the last one. Okay guys, here it is. Not perfect by any means, but that's okay because I'm not a professional painter. But this definitely got the job done. It's not that same wood color anymore, that's for sure. And it's going to look really nice once we get the white trim in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a side-by-side comparison up right now of what the window used to look like and what it looks like now. If you've been having trouble picturing what this would look like in your house, hopefully that image that I just popped up on the screen will give a pretty good comparison of what pretty little work can do. Those blinds are just blinds from the local Menards, and they're $30 a window. They cut them to the width that you need them, and then you buy them at whatever length that you need. So they're really easy to put in, and like I said, painting your trim and getting some new blinds in there can really make a major difference. Please make sure to rate this video and subscribe to the channel for everything else that I'm doing around the house. I look forward to creating some new content and getting it out there for you. If you've got anything that you're doing that you think I might be doing as well, let me know, and I'm sure we can get a video made of it. I'll see you guys next time around the house. Thanks.